I'm Ellie.
I'm Izzie.
And welcome to She Hit Me With a Cactus.
Don't really understand what's going on.
It's a bit hard.
No, it is anything.
It's not my only problem.
Are you sure it's a bathroom?
He had chicken feet.
1, 2, 3.
Boo! Welcome back to another episode of She Hit Me With a Cactus because she did and she would do it again.
Boo.
Shut up!
Boo.
What is wrong with you?
I'm singing.
I like that hoodie.
Thank you.
Can I have it?
Nope.
Oh.
It's mine.
Where's it from?
Brandy Melville, I believe, but it was a Depop one from many moons ago.
Very nice.
I wear this all the time. Why are you saying that like you've never seen it before?
I don't think I've ever seen the inside before, and now you're like flashing the inner, the inner seams.
Do you like the fleece?
I do enjoy the fleece.
Cool.
Well done. Is Brandy Melville one of those ones that's like everything's just one size?
Yeah.
And you either fit in it or
It's a
you
bit
don't?
controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never actually shopped there before, but this was a nice hoodie that was on Depop, and I thought, well.
I've never depopped.
Oh, you should Depop.
I'm a vintage gal.
Okay, well, either or.
Actually, that's a lie. I bought you some trainers from Depop.
Okay.
But apart from that, I'm a vintage
I don't think
gal.
the viewers care, really.
Do you not care? Go to my vintage empire, please. I'm selling many of Freddie's clothes.
Are you?
Yes.
Have you sold any?
I've made like 400 quid.
Don't you mean Freddie's made 400 quid?
No.
You're getting all the money. Seems a bit
It's
unfair.
a collective pool
Right.
that
Pool.
goes towards Willa.
Okay. That's the dog, by the way, for those who don't know.
Sorry.
How are you? How's your
I'm-
week been?
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
Good.
I'm just traumatised.
From?
Existing.
Okay. Yeah, feels.
How was your week?
Yes, good.
You went to Budapest.
I did. It was the Budapest. I did have a nice time. Hungary is a fun country.
I'm hungry right now.
I am actually really
What should
hungry.
I have for dinner?
Curry.
Yes, actually I will.
Okay.
What are you having for dinner?
I don't know yet. Sausages.
Oh, I had that yesterday.
Okay, cool. Love that. Yes, Hungary was fun. Anything else to report?
No.
I'll tell you something I have got addicted to this week.
Pokemon Go?
No, I just an FYI. No, but I do love Pokemon Go.
Right. From someone who's never Pokemoned.
No,
or
but I
never
now
taken any interest
love,
in Pokemon.
I love it. I love it. I Pokemoned all over Hungary. I loved it.
Don't you live near a Poke Gym?
I don't think they call it that. It's just a gym. But I also live near a Pokestop, so I can just spin all day.
I don't understand what that means.
I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you, but I've been having a very
when
fun
you say
time.
you live by a gym, it's not a real life human gym.
No, it's a Pokemon gym.
Do they go there and lift weights?
No. Although they should. They go there to battle.
Of course.
Yeah,
My bad.
naturally.
Sorry.
But it's super fun, and I'm having a lot of Poke fun.
You know what I have recently?
I didn't actually tell you what I was
Yeah, well,
obsessed with.
I want to talk.
Okay.
We played Catan, the board game.
I think it's Catan.
Well, I say Catan.
Okay.
People say Catan.
It's not.
really
I'm sorry,
knows?
but you're stupid if you're saying that.
Catan.
It's
Catan.
Catan.
Well, either way, there's an online version.
Oh, I should play
and
that.
you can battle the AI.
And you call me a loser. You're not even playing real people. At least I'm playing real people.
I'm learning a skill.
Okay.
You're just in a weird gym with battles.
Spinning.
Spinning at the Pokestop.
I've got
Whatever
some
that
really
means.
rare Pokemon. I've got so many shinies.
Do you have Schnacks?
Yes, I do. His name's not actually Schnacks.
Oh.
He's a Snorlax. I have a giant Snorlax toy. See, I have been into Pokemon.
You have one toy that
It's
is Niles.
giant. Yeah,
It's
but I
Niles.
adopted him
You
since
stole him.
for like 4 years he's been in my bed.
Yes.
Giant
Against
Snorlax.
his will.
And now I have one on my phone too.
He's very comfortable.
He is very comfortable, actually. Yes. Anyway,
You wanted to say?
what I was obsessed with this week is those random. This is very niche. I'm not sure this is going to relate to anybody out there. These videos from a specific woman on Instagram who's like, "What my 22-month-old ate this week." And she tells you and then shows you her making the food and then shows you how much he ate. Oh, it's amazing. It's
cares?
It's really addictive.
22 months.
And
Also,
she
I hate-
mashes fruit into his hot Weetabix in the morning, and I'm like, and he ate the whole lot, and I'm like, and he ate the whole lot. It's like a group achievement when he eats all of his dinner.
What's wrong with you?
No, I said this was niche, but I bet there's someone out there who's also found this woman. I love it.
Oh, is this replaced SJ Strum?
Oh, she's gone missing. I don't know where she's gone.
SJ Strum, if you watch the podcast, where are you?
She's a woman who's into baby names, and I'm
She's
also
not into baby names. It is
That's
her
her
job.
career. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she's not
she's not been
into them.
doing her career recently because where's she gone? I need more names to think of. Not for actual children.
For all the children
I have
you
no
have
children. I
popped
just
out.
really like names. I really enjoy her, but she's gone.
SJ
So
Strum.
yes,
we miss you.
I've replaced her with an eating toddler. What's your weekly whinge? Ba, 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 ba. I've decided to turn it down on the
Thank God for
whinge
that.
because editing the last one, it was like a minute of just that.
Yeah.
So
Imagine having to listen to it.
what is your weekly whinge?
I am in seasonal limbo.
Oh dear.
I don't know who I am.
It's nearly Christmas.
It is, but I still feel
I'm not
ashamed
Christmassy yet. Oh.
to put on a Christmas playlist.
You don't need to feel ashamed.
I feel like once the Christmas lights are switched on, which I believe is tomorrow.
It would have been a week ago for those listening or watching. But you also have no idea where we live, so it doesn't really matter.
You don't care when our Christmas lights switch on is.
No, this is irrelevant to you. But yes.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll see. I don't.
might feel
Until
a
I've
little bit more
decorated my
Christmassy.
house, I won't feel it.
I'm not sure about my Christmas tree around
Le dog.
my feral little fluffy monster.
Yeah, you might have to forego that Christmas tree
Never.
this year.
She
well,
might just have to live outside. No, I'm joking.
That's a bit harsh. What are we going to do? Pen it away?
No,
Like, put a pen around it.
away.
Ellie!
She'll be allowed
How?
in a very small
You can
section
put it
of
outside.
the room. Not putting it outside.
I don't know.
It's an artificial
Put
tree
it in the
of
cupboard and you
joy.
can just open it when you want it to feel Christmassy.
No,
don't know.
I am. Yeah, I'm in seasonal limbo.
Okay.
I've not heard a single Christmas song yet.
No, neither have I actually, but
Um,
that's intentional.
Well, I listen to the radio a lot, so I'm surprised I haven't been.
No, I wouldn't say yet. I'd say
tested,
later in November we're going to hear
Well,
more
normally
of that.
it's late October that we
Ah,
normally.
okay,
hear.
well, what a riveting conversation.
So I'm waiting for Mariah Carey to be like.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm
like,
excited. I'm mainly excited for Christmas films. That's what I prefer than Christmas music because I do feel like the music is getting dry.
No,
Okay, fine.
strongly disagree. You know, my new favourite one is the Kelly Clarkson and Ariana
Oh, very
Grande.
good. Yeah, actually, very good.
Speaking of Ariana Grande,
Yeah, wicked.
yeah, are you thrilled?
About
Are you excited for it?
I don't really care.
Neither do I.
Okay.
I keep being asked, "Are you looking forward to it?" And I'm like, "No."
No, well, I mean, I'm not really into her. I'm not like a big Ariana Grande fan.
I
I love the musical Wicked, but I wasn't like gagging for a Wicked film.
really didn't enjoy the use of gagging.
I wasn't like, oh my god, how amazing! I'm sure it'll be good. I'll probably go and watch it, but I'm not. I don't really get excited about anything.
No. Oh, I watched a really good film this week.
Okay.
And I feel like I should tell you all about it because I never like films. FYI, you've probably heard this before. I'm not a massive film
She
watcher.
doesn't sit still long enough to enjoy
no,
a film.
And actually, you're very welcome that I sit still during these.
You're very welcome. I don't think that's the right phrase.
You should be
You're very
welcome.
privileged.
No, you're welcome that I managed to sit still.
I don't think anyone's thanking you.
Well, they should.
Okay.
I watched a film called Hidden Figures.
Yes, you said that was good.
Yes, but you didn't reply.
No, I've been busy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, I really enjoyed it, and apparently it was in the cinema quite a while ago, and
Hidden Figures.
people loved it.
Is it on the Netflix?
It is on the Netflix, and it's all about. It gives
Don't
like.
give it away.
Well, I can't. It's not.
Give a loose synopsis.
Well, I was just going to say it's very akin to Oppenheimer, but a normal length film.
I was going to say that is long. Good film though.
It's about the women behind the mathematics that got the first man up in space in America.
Does not sound like something you would like to watch.
It doesn't. However,
If I could have heard that, I would have been like, Ellie would never sit down and watch that film.
and yet I did
Okay.
the entire way through.
I will
Which
give it a
proves
gander.
it is a good film.
I'll give it a gander and I'll let you know.
Yes, you should. I cried.
Oh, okay. Is
I
it
got it.
sad?
No,
Okay.
it was just
having
very-
a bad day.
it's very overwhelming. I was having a bad day, to be fair, but it was.
Don't go into that.
It was overwhelming
Okay.
because they were really good at
I'm
maths.
pleased for you. Okay.
And then I stopped watching it and then messaged Vicky to say, you should watch this.
Mm.
And I couldn't work out how to spell the word, what was it?
Figures?
Maths.
Right.
And
That's pretty easy.
And I tried 4 times to type the word maths. And
How do you spell that wrong?
I couldn't
With a
work.
F?
I was confused by the TH and it didn't look right. And I had an L in there somewhere.
Mouths.
Yeah. And then it was like with an F. and
Okay.
then like
You need to
two
you need to
A's.
stop talking.
It's because
I tell you what, actually, something
I've
else.
talked a lot today.
Something else that I need to bring up on TikTok. Also, I have been seeing lots of videos with the question: if someone was trying to summon you with 3 items that they had to put in a cauldron, and they had to sum up you just to summon you back from the dead, what would those 3 items be? I think I know what yours are.
Go on then.
I think yours would be
This is going to be offensive.
no, a plaster or some sort of first aid kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. A ballet shoe.
Yeah.
And gluten-free flour. I think those
Yeah.
3 things sum you up pretty well.
Yours would be
Mine's a tiny teaspoon.
yeah, tiny teaspoon.
Probably hot chocolate
No,
powder.
excuse me. I
Okay,
was
go.
guessing tiny teaspoon,
Yeah.
TCP.
I don't ever use TCP.
Then why do you always smell of it?
I don't.
You do.
I thought you said I smell like warm electrics.
Your natural sense of warm electrics in TCP.
Well, there are worse things.
Yeah,
Could
well,
be
I'm
onions.
not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just
Okay.
saying you always smell medicinal.
Okay, that would not. I would not come back for that. I would not be summoned.
Tiny spoon, TCP,
And
and
dog.
like a rice cake.
Ugh.
You give rice cake vibes.
I do like a flavoured rice
Yeah,
cake.
Flavoured
Okay.
rice cake. Like
That's
a,
the most boring answer ever.
tells you all you need
No,
to know.
I would have said a tiny teaspoon, hot chocolate, and like either a cinema ticket or a dog paw.
No,
Okay.
rice cake.
Right. Do you have a weekly whinge?
Yeah, I told you I'm in seasonal limbo.
Oh, right, that was
That's
it.
how we got here.
Okay, well, that was our weekly whinge.
Wait, did you have one? No, we just talked about me.
What's my weekly whinge? I guess
don't know.
my room has a moulding smell.
It's TCP.
No, it's not. It's either because, see, in my sleep, I knocked over I have like the cup you bought me, big, like a Stanley, but it's an off-brand Stanley, basically.
Stand me.
A Stanley, and I knocked it over, and it leaked all over the floor during my slumber, and I woke up and it had seeped everywhere, and it was really quite everywhere. And
How did
now,
that not wake you up? It's quite a considerable container.
okay, well, I just didn't. I don't know how to tell you. I have a carpet, so it's not going to make a big bang.
It was on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, how did you knock it over?
Well, I must have knocked it with my arm or something. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing, but I knocked it over. Because I have a weighted blanket, so maybe it was the blanket. It
You
doesn't
have a
really...
weighted blanket?
Mm,
Does that pin you down?
I love it. I love it. It feels nice and I can't be disturbed. I love it. Anyway, that seeps into the
Explains so
carpet and
much.
it's just started to smell like rotting,
Nice.
like rotting things.
Was it
And
water?
I don't know whether it was that because it's gone away now, and also the water's gone away. But I don't know if it was that because it did smell like dead people. So I don't know if something died in the walls or next door because I share a wall with next door. Or
Should
it
we
was
check
the
on the
carpet.
neighbours?
Well, I've seen them since, so I presume everything's fine. But yeah, bad smell. That is my weekly whinge in my bedroom, but it's gone now. And now it's our weekly whinge. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Agony, agony, agony aunts. Next up, we're going to be doing agony aunts.
You're in pain.
We are not.
We are.
Actually, I am.
Persistently.
Yes, agony aunts, where you send in your queries and problems to this very web address, shehitmewithacactus.com. I've decided I'm going to stop saying www. Because all websites start with www. Pretty much.
Not all of them.
Okay, well, it does.
www.
No, shehitmewithacactus.com. Please send in your
https://
Please stop.
www.
Your questions, your queries, your confessions, and your burning desires.
Why are you doing this?
Send them in. And this is what the audience have to say this week. Are you ready to be an aunt?
We are not doctors.
Or I don't think they're all medical problems. I hope they're not.
You
Anyway.
smell medicinal, but doesn't
Okay.
mean you are medicinal.
Ellie. Right, number
What?
1. My girlfriend showed me a message on her phone from one of my close friends, and it was her shooting her shot and asking my girlfriend not to tell me. What kind of punishment should I select? Ooh,
I don't understand.
drowning.
Burning at the stake.
So,
don't
from what I can understand, his or her girlfriend showed them a picture of a message from one of their close friends saying, "Do you like me? Would you like to go on a date with me?" Shooting her shot, basically.
Wait, what?
So let's say it's me,
Yeah.
and I've shown Niall a picture of a message from one of his friends shooting his shot with me. Okay?
Right. I'm
what
back.
kind of punishment do we select for the friend?
Kick in nostrils.
Oh, that's quite severe. I don't know. I would delete
Pictures of them from everyone's devices and then ignore them so they think they're invisible and don't exist.
No.
Cut them out of all photos that everybody has with them.
No, I would sit them down and say, look, we're not going to be friends anymore. This is not going to happen because you did this and I don't think it's very forgivable. Bye-bye. That's what you need to do. Just ice them out, I would.
I would still cut their faces out.
But that does warrant a punishment, but perhaps kicking nostrils and drowning is a bit strong. I'd be very angry though. Very angry. That is not a friend. Oh, I want to know why though. Why do they suddenly think, oh yeah, had the girlfriend given some signals that it could be a possibility? Because like that's quite bold
like
of a
a
friend.
shoulder roll.
Like a you have a possibility here. Yes, because why else would you shoot your shot if they're in a relationship?
Exactly.
Just saying, do a bit of digging on the girlfriend also.
Dig a dig dig.
Diggy dig dig. Next. My neighbour keeps leaving their bins out on the street between collection days, meaning they are constantly on the pavement instead of on their drive. I've tried wheeling the bins back onto their drive after each collection, but they are just left out again the next time. Should I report my neighbour to the council or simply wheel their bins to another street, as they clearly don't deserve to have bins? First of all, I really,
Option B.
really respect your level of petty because that's kind of the arena I operate in.
Or I would have kicked the bins over.
I tell you what I'd do.
In the
I'd
road.
spray paint the bins.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, well, I'm giving advice. I don't do as I say, not as I do. I would tape a note to the top of the bin to start off with, being, would you mind wheeling the bins in after collection so it's not in the way
They're
of
not
other
going
people?
to see the note, Izzy, because they don't ever go and get the bin.
Okay, we'll post a letter through their door then from a loving
From
neighbour.
the bin. I'm lonely.
Wheel me back.
I'm gold.
But also, it must be really annoying for them to have to go out onto the street to put something in the bin. That's dumb. That's stupid from them. I'd write them a letter from an anonymous neighbour, and then if it doesn't continue, wheel it to a different street because they don't deserve bins.
I would find your local rants page on Facebook.
That's so something you
and
would do.
operate slander.
Okay.
Local slander of Bingate.
I still think go with the note first and see where you
Honestly,
stand.
Freddie and I decided, sorry, just to deviate from the topic.
Yes.
Freddie and I decided that we officially were old the other day.
You are old.
Because it was, what was it, like 10:30 p.m?
Yeah.
And some hooligans
A hooligan.
drove,
the youths.
drove past
At
and
a great speed.
no,
Oh.
like at the very top of where we live.
Yeah.
Far away from here, but it was loud.
So why did it bother you?
No, because they threw a firework out of the window and it went up in the sky and boomed
That
at
is
10:30.
and it boomed.
It did, it
It's
boomed.
not that late. 10:30's not that late.
Babies and dogs.
You don't have a baby.
I could have a baby.
But you don't.
But I could, and people do. And I was
People have babies.
in the process of shushing the puppetron.
Right.
And the first thing I thought of was, I wonder who's going to attack them on the Facebook group.
And did they?
They did.
Excellent.
Within 30 seconds,
Oh.
there was a post and 32 comments.
Did you chime in?
I did not.
Have you ever chimed in? Have you ever complained on there? I think you should.
No, the only time I'd ever done it was me and my next door neighbour were very confused because some man with a beard and a woolly hat dropped off 2 massive vats
Oh, I
of
remember
water
this. Yes.
outside our front door.
They did.
And then just walked away, and I was like, it's bombs.
You did think it was bombs.
Well, I only thought it was bombs because our mother went, bombs.
sounds like bombs.
She said move them as far away from the house as
No,
possible.
you should definitely. If you think it's bombs, you should not touch the bombs.
Well, so Freddie moved the bombs, over the other side of the road as if we were going to now bomb the neighbours. Turns out it was a bloody window cleaner, and it was just big vats of water, and he was coming back. That was the only ever time I posted on that page and been like, anybody left some fluids?
Well, you weren't ranting. You were just inquiring. That's
Oh
fine.
no, this is the local Facebook group
Right.
where people just like to whinge about the bus.
Okay.
We've got a bus now.
That's great for you.
It's a minibus. So you have to get a minibus. I'm sorry, I know you're in agony, but I have to deviate. from
Ellie
this.
is also in agony.
I am in agony about the minibus. So, got a minibus.
Right, it's quite a big place for just a minibus.
But it's in a trial period. We're in the
Okay.
bus trial phase.
Is anyone using the bus?
Yes.
Oh, right.
But you have to get in a minibus with strangers.
That's very weird.
And I find minibuses a bit intimate.
They are a bit, yes.
Because you can't just like press a button and get off. Like you have to climb
Over
over
people.
strangers in
You
the
also have to
minibus.
climb over them to get in.
Yes.
And also, what happens if there's no room in the bus? You just open it and go,
No. And you also
no bus for me.
normally with a bus you can see from the outside if there's people.
Or you can stand if
Yeah.
there's no room on a
Can't
bus.
stand
You
in the
can't
minibus.
stand in-
It's confusing.
Yeah.
And there's only one bus stop.
Right. I don't see this going well.
Well, like I say, trial phase. But
Okay.
it does take you all the way into town
This is very dull.
for £2.
Great. Are you ever going to use it? You could just walk. It's not that far.
Yeah, I could.
Okay. Great.
But if I ever want to take the minibus,
Okay.
it comes once every 2.5
Shall we move on?
hours.
Every 2.5 hours. I feel this trial period is going to end fairly sharpish.
Sorry, you're in agony.
Right.
Tell me.
Next, my 10-year-old little sister is away on a residential trip. Well, it's probably over by the time that we're reading this, but so sorry.
Sorry.
My
Hope she had a
10-year-old
great
little
time.
sister is away on a residential and her favourite guinea pig has passed away. Do we get a similar looking one and pretend nothing happened, or do we just tell her?
No, you tell her. But when she gets back.
How old is 10?
10.
No, I know, but how young is 10?
10.
Okay. But like,
I don't know what more to say to you.
how mature are you at 10?
You have to learn the circle of life.
What?
Circle of life.
I know that song. What's that got to do with 10-year-old little girls?
You have to learn the circle of life.
Why?
That things die.
Oh, I thought you meant that's how you know if 10-year-old girls are mature, is if they know that song. Okay, so you're saying that
Yeah.
you have to be taught about death, even
Yeah.
at a young age. I agree. I would also say it's better not to lie.
Yeah.
Because if then she finds out, she'll probably be more upset about it. So
Yeah, and also if this guinea
kind of
pig is...
unrealistic to think that they'll live for 12 years.
But also if this guinea pig drastically changes personality,
That
she's
too.
going to be a bit like,
Yeah, I
What's
had a
up,
friend
Fluffy?
who their guinea pig went from male to female during a holiday, and I thought, no, I don't think.
a progressive
Yes.
shift.
Tell the little child
Tell her.
of death.
Also, residentials were a strange thing, weren't they?
Oh no, I loved it.
Hated.
Yeah, you hated it because you were just a little wuss. I found one of your notes from when you were away, and there was a stark contrast from mine. I was like, love and miss you all, but I'm having a wonderful time. The breakfast is lovely, and we're going on an adventure. And you were like, I hate it here. Come and pick me up. I don't want to be here anymore. So yes, you were not one for a residential.
No, I just, I found them quite stressful.
Yes.
I really did. Like, I enjoyed the days, but...
It didn't sound like it. It sounded like you're being kept prisoner. When you went away on your Spanish exchange, you literally cried every day.
Honestly, no disrespect to my Spanish exchange student,
She was a funny little thing.
but I did not like the time I spent in Spain. I've been back since,
You
and I had
literally
been
cried
before.
solidly on the phone for 10 days. You're like, they're making me eat swordfish.
No, I liked the swordfish. It's not the very first day I went there. They made me watch Up in Spanish, and
It's a lovely film.
I was pumped because I was like, oh, there's never anybody called Ellie in films, and
Mm.
then she dies in the first 30 seconds. I was like, great, this is a bad omen
Fair,
for the rest of the
their
trip.
fault.
No, it was just, there was,
It was a lot.
I feel like because we had to go to Spanish school.
Yeah, bit confusing. I never did it, so I can't really
I
relate.
didn't want to go to school in Spain.
But it doesn't. It's not a good precursor that you were never good on residentials anyway.
Well, no, I was just,
A bit of a crier.
no, I wasn't. I was just quite clingy as
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah, didn't like to be away from home very much.
No, I think and that's testament to the fact that I had a lovely home.
Yes.
And I didn't want to go to somebody else's
It's just
home.
really funny when you look at them next to each other. It's like, I want to get out of here.
Yeah, but then you look at things now, and I went and worked away for like
Yeah,
God
no,
knows
I'm
how
not
many years.
critic- I'm not
No,
saying
no, I'm
that
just
you're,
saying
like,
it's
you're a clingy
personal
person.
growth.
Very good. Proud of you. Well done. Okay, next. I've just found out that.
Oh, sorry. Just one more, no, just
Ellie,
one more
no,
thing
what
about
the
residential.
people need
Just one more thing about residentials. It was when we went to, because I went to two. I went to
Yes.
Bewley in year 6
And PGL.
and PGL in year 5. And I remember distinctly PGL. because it was when James Blunt's first album had just come out.
Did I disappoint you?
Yeah, and
I'll
I
let you down.
and I
That
was
pretty good.
it was actually. I just remember whenever it got dark, I just had James Blunt playing in my head, and it was very emotional. It was like "Goodbye, my lover." I was like, oh my god,
What
I'm
are
gonna.
you singing that about?
I genuinely thought I was gonna die at PGL. I was like, this is not for me. It was the rock climbing, and then I was like, I'm honestly.
And you call yourself outdoorsy?
Yeah, I know. No, it's okay, fine. I really enjoyed the activities apart from the rock climbing.
It was quite cold and wet.
It was very cold. We went in like late November. It was so cold. It got dark so early, and then we had to do some sort of weird river study.
And then you always have to do like some sort of team building bonding activity with people you don't really care
I had
about.
to stand in a river. I don't want to stand in a river in late November at PGL in the dark with James Blunt in my head. Honestly, traumatic. And we
Are you done?
No, we had to share a room. The bunk beds were so uncomfortable. There were like
bunk beds.
There were like 10 of us in the same room, and we had to write some sort of diary, and mine was just all depressed. And then we all had to share like a weird bathroom, and I just remember being so muddy and cold and sad because I was just doing so much river study, and I don't care about rivers.
Summary, don't invite Ellie to PGL, she doesn't like it.
I think I'd like to go now.
I think you'd enjoy it now.
As long as I don't have to do a river study.
It is quite daunting for like, what, year 5? So you're what, 10?
10. How
Same
old
age.
is 10?
10 is clearly too young for PGL. You at 10 was too young for PGL.
And then also,
No,
sorry,
I think we've had enough of
sorry,
you.
just the second one when we went to that farm.
That's a nice farm.
We had to go out in the middle of the night. I thought I was going to get eaten by a badger.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. They
don't do-
campfire.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore.
Because it's unsafe because of the badgers.
No, because we used to just get set loose in the forest and have to find our way back.
Yeah, that is a bit unsafe.
It was so.
It was a different
I'm
time.
so confused.
This was like 2020...
Again.
Like 2007 or something.
I think it was earlier than that.
2005?
No, it was like 2009,
Okay.
2010.
Right.
It
It was
was-
a safer time. Anyway, we're going to move on from your problems.
No,
and we're
it
going
was
to
not
help other people.
2010. I'm so much older than that.
You weren't 14.
It was like 20.
I said
It was like
2005.
2005.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sorry. I'm clearly traumatized.
You do know that you're like 29?
I'm actually 28.
Yeah, but you're soon to be 29.
Nearly 30.
Are you ready for
No.
the next one?
Now I'm traumatized.
I've just found out that the fake chicken I always cook for my vegetarian girlfriend is actually real chicken, just gluten-free. Do I tell her or just phase it out?
Phase it out. Phase it out.
No, you can't tell her. That's awful. How
No.
long have you been cooking that for?
Also, she's like seriously vegetarian. She would have been feeling some funky symptoms.
Not necessarily,
that
because she's
chicken.
having it every week. She's actually been eating meat the whole time.
Oh.
I guess you just see the free from packet and think it's free from everything. Yeah, lesson learned.
Just phase it out.
Yeah, you have to phase that out.
Don't
You
tell
can't.
her.
You can't
She'll
keep
be,
that up.
She'll be as traumatized as I am by PGL.
Right. How do you stop your sister making making risky dating decisions? She keeps meeting random people online and is very naive and won't listen to me. I'm worried something bad might happen to her.
Take away her Wi-Fi password.
I mean, how old is the sister? If she's like in her 20s, you can't be like, I'm just removing your Wi-Fi password. What if she lives alone? I think you need to sit her down and
tracker
show
on
her a menacing video.
Do you remember when you used to go to the cinema and it'd be like, you wouldn't steal a handbag.
Yeah.
You wouldn't steal a
No,
car.
they had it on DVDs as well. You need to do the equivalent for her and dating.
But how many pirate DVDs were there?
I don't know. Oh, I see what you mean. Many.
Yes.
Sorry,
I don't mean like how many Pirates of the Caribbeans did they film?
That's where I first went to. Yes, quite a few, so it didn't really deter many people, but hopefully it will deter her. Also, you could track her location and follow her on one of the dates and then shock her and no, I'd hire someone.
Electrocute her.
I'd hire someone.
No.
Like a friend
No.
to really scare her on a date.
No.
And then hopefully she won't do it again.
No.
Well, I would. That's
No.
what I would do if I thought you were
No.
engaging in risky behaviours.
No.
Okay. What is your advice then?
I don't know.
I would sit her down and
Still in
show
the
her
river.
statistics about bad things happening to you on dates.
I would just sit her down and be like, look,
Yeah, imagine it's
I'm
me.
concerned.
I don't care.
Why have you got this accent?
I've got to be someone else. I don't
You said
care.
imagine it's me.
Okay. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay. Die then. No, I'm sorry.
Really? That's not kind. I would honestly follow her for a couple of the dates and just see.
I would chaperone.
Yeah, but like from a distance
Yeah.
in the car. Don't like
In the
actually.
car.
Okay.
I would maybe conveniently turn up at the same location and just check she's safe and then try and have a conversation.
Yeah, and be like, look, this is quite dangerous. Maybe set her up with someone you know so that they can intermingle together.
Yeah.
Or like say,
Like
I'm
a
quite
cousin.
happy with you doing that, but go on double
Not a
dates. No, not a
She's
cousin.
your sister.
That's really not good advice. No, I'd set her up either with one of your friends so that you obviously have already vetted them beforehand, or say, fine with you doing that if you go with other people, like go on group dates if you're going to like meet people online. You don't have to go by yourself.
Yeah.
That would be my advice.
Didn't you meet Niall online?
Yes, but he wasn't a risky character.
I've met Niall.
He is
He's a
a
pretty
risk. Right, next. Lol, please keep this anonymous. Well, we have to. I literally don't know who you are. If you do want to send them in, I genuinely don't know. It doesn't collect any information about you at all, so they are anonymous. But it says-
Also, you don't put the data in, so
yeah,
how
that's
would we
true.
know?
Lol, please keep this anonymous because I know my sister watches this. Hello, anonymous
Hi.
sister. Well, she won't know who she is. But I can't stop dreaming about her boyfriend.
Ooh.
Obviously, I'd never act on these feelings, but how do I control myself? Stop it. That's really weird behaviour. Oh no, come on, we've got to be more compassionate
Sorry.
than that. I would... I don't know. I would have to move away.
No. It's such a drastic decision.
No, but what can you do?
I don't know, like watch some Zac Efron films and like phase it out
How has that got anything to do with anything?
because he's delightful.
No, not these days.
Not
Not a fan of him these days.
mm,
It's very round, like very square.
so not round,
It's very all the. It just looks like every shape.
very angular.
Yeah, it's very choppy and changey, and I'm not a big
Zac
fan.
Efron in Baywatch.
Anyway, whatever's your thing, try and. I'd go on lots of dates instead and try and like get yourself excited about someone else. And then maybe spend less time with your sister.
No, don't phase out the sister.
Well, she has to until she's got her feelings in check.
She's not got feelings for the sister.
No, I sincerely hope you don't, because that is a federal crime.
I would just like explore.
I'd go on dates with other people and just like, no, I would just spend less time with for the now, just spend less time for like the next month or so. Maybe distance yourself slightly and then go on dates with other people, and then hopefully by that point you will have gained feelings for other people and picture him like in his pants. Oh no, that might help. Picture him like eating like his toes or something. Then that might help
What's
you think
going
he's
on?
disgusting.
Eating his toes.
Yeah, like chewing his toenails or something gross. Like licking in between his toes, that would do it for me. I would feel like that's disgusting.
But then you're always going to think of him as toe boy.
It's fine.
But
If
what
that's
if
what
he
it takes.
But what if he becomes your like future? What if he becomes your brother-in-law and they
hopefully
get
by that-
married?
hopefully it's just fleeting feelings.
Yeah, but I mean, then you're always going to think of him as toe boy.
Okay, well, what is your suggestion? Just watch a lot of Zac Efron films. That's terrible advice.
I didn't say I
We're going to
did
move
that.
on because I think I'm correct there. Real talk. My boyfriend has really, really bad breath.
Oh.
How do I tell him without hurting his feelings? I don't want to make him self-conscious, but he does. But he doesn't like mints, and I've never ever seen him brush his teeth.
Oh,
Well,
that's the problem.
that's disgusting.
Maybe.
How long have you been together that he's not brushed his teeth one time in front of you?
Oh, that's a bit.
I take him to a dentist and get them to show him a scary video.
What's it with you scary videos?
That's my job. I'd make a scary video about bad teeth. That's
Okay.
what I'd do.
Okay.
And
That's
say,
weird.
this is the danger if you don't. I've just noticed that you stink. Or like, look, I'd go from it more of a health perspective. I'd be like, let's go and brush our teeth together. Like it could be a fun.
Let's make it into a game.
Who can brush their teeth the best? And get him a new toothbrush for a birthday present. And then like, oh, I don't think I've seen you use a new toothbrush. Do you not like the gift? And then he'll feel inclined to brush his teeth.
Interesting.
I think that's a good idea. Or be like, we've eaten a curry. Or we should definitely go and brush our teeth.
Just be like, or I would maybe, depends how long you've been together.
Yeah,
But I would maybe sit him down and just be like, look, I love you, but...
I don't want to make you self-conscious, but your breath smells and I'm worried about
No,
your
I'd just
health.
be like, after certain foods that you're eating, it's a bit unbearable to be near you.
I know I would scare him. I'd be like, gum disease kills. I would really go down that route. It does, it's dangerous.
No, see, I've had conversations with people about coffee.
About their breath.
Yeah, I don't...
That's so harsh.
But I don't enjoy being breathed on when you've got coffee breath.
Who's doing that to you?
People.
Okay. In the street?
People I know.
Okay. And
And
you've
I'm
had to
like-
be like, stop
I'm like,
drinking
oh,
coffee.
you've had coffee? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like,
But what if he's like, yeah, I haven't brushed my teeth?
I'd be like, well, do it.
Okay. That's terrible advice. And that was Agony Aunts.
It's now time for our final segment of
Aw.
the episode.
It's the final segment.
Izzy, what are we playing?
Our game this week is an old trusty favourite. It is fact or is it fiction?
Fact.
Fiction.
Tell me.
Shall we begin?
Sure.
This week's topic is pop culture.
And I was about to call him Uncle Niall. But that's
Uncle Niall.
But that is what we call him.
Do we?
For Wheeler.
Oh, that's good. I don't call him Uncle Niall. Uncle Niall, could you get me a drink? That's very weird. Yes.
He's prepared them,
He's
so
work
you don't know them
experienced,
either.
Niall, to those
Of course.
at him.
Although he's slacking on his work experience.
Yes, he's not been here for many weeks.
He's prepared them and you don't know the answers.
Yes, he actually prepared them a long time ago. These have been here since the 10th of September,
Oh, so it might be all wrong.
they might not be popularly cultural now.
Pulp. Orange juice, smooth or with bits?
Oh, always smooth.
No, always with bits.
No, I like it smooth, but I can eat it with bits. I just prefer it smooth. I had some really good orange juice in Budapest because it was all freshly squeezed.
Was it the Buddha best?
It was the Buddha best orange juice I've ever had.
I like freshly squeezed.
Yeah, it was really good actually, but that
Expensive.
had pulp.
I
It
like-
wasn't expensive.
I like pulp. Big
Well,
fan of pulp.
I take it or leave it, but I would rather have not pulp. Anyway, first one. Are we ready? Oh, also, I can't see whether it's fact or fiction until I press it, so don't come for me in the comments.
No beef.
Don't want to hear it from you. That's you. Ready?
Ugh, that was horrible.
I don't like to wink. Actually, I'm not very good at it.
It's just a lot of movement on your face.
Yeah, I'm not great at eye control, if I'm honest. I can barely blink.
Yeah,
Right, first one. The Simpsons
never seen it.
is the longest running scripted TV show in US history. Is it still on? I thought it was just reruns.
Dunno.
Oh, I'm going to go with...
Fact?
I thought Friends was. That's 10 years.
I
No.
think Simpsons has
I
been
didn't
going
know
for longer
Simpsons
than
was
that.
still going. Is SpongeBob? Have they stopped making SpongeBob?
I think Simpsons was way before SpongeBob.
Really? I'm going to say fiction and say it's SpongeBob.
I'm going to say fact because I have no idea.
Okay. It's fact. There's no further
Oh.
information. That's all he said. Second, Lady Gaga's real name is Stephanie Germanotta.
That is
That's
correct.
correct, isn't it?
Fact.
She doesn't strike me as a Stephanie. Also, if my name was Stephanie, I don't think I'd go for Gaga. Why is she called Lady Gaga? Is there a story behind that?
I did know the story, but I can't remember why.
Maybe because her surname is Germanotta, she's like Gigi, and then it turned into Gaga,
No,
and
I
then
think
Gaga.
I think it was something separate to that.
Oh, okay. Stephanie, if you're listening, write in.
Lady Gaga.
Tell us
You're
why your
watching the
name is
podcast.
called Lady Gaga. But yes,
Google
I
it.
do believe that is fact,
Google it.
and it is correct. Why?
Because I'm confused and intrigued.
Why is she called Lady Gaga? Gagag. Lady Gaga's stage name comes from the Queen's song Radio Gaga.
Ah, there we go.
But why? What's that got to do with anything?
Big fan of Queen.
Okay. Oh, Gaga's producer Rob claimed that he was texting Radio Gaga when his phone auto-corrected it to Lady Gaga, and she loved it.
Huh.
So next time I say
What a Rob.
like on the wheat, which is instead of on the way, maybe that's what I'll call myself. On the wheat. That'll be my stage name. I'm on the wheat and you're off the wheat. So you are indeed gluten-free. Next. The character Yoda, why is he in quotations? Yoda, from Star Wars was...
No.
Star Wars, sorry, was originally supposed to be played by a monkey.
Oh.
I'm going to go with fiction.
I go with fact.
How are they going to get him to talk?
How did they get the one in Night at the Museum to talk?
They don't.
Exactly.
He squeaks.
Exactly.
Isn't Yoda the one that says things backwards?
Yes.
Okay. Were you going to do it and then chickened out?
Yeah, I got confused.
It is, yes. Oh no. Yes, it is. Oh no, that's normal.
Exactly. That's why I stopped.
I'm going to say fiction.
Fact.
Okay. It is fact. Are these all facts, Niall Sean? The Marvel Cinematic Universe started with Iron Man in 2008, but Spider-Man was the first MCU hooper.
Sorry, what?
There was a lot of letters, but Spider-Man was the first MCU superhero, not the Hooper Zero.
Fiction.
Started with Iron Man in 2008. I feel like it's been going longer than that. No, I don't really care for Marvel.
I like Marvel.
I'm not really a marveler.
I like Thor.
Only because he's
And Captain
sexy.
America.
Isn't he sexy too? I couldn't think of his name, so I just said sexy.
Sexy.
Henry Cavill.
No.
Who's he then?
Superman.
Also sexy. Captain America is who?
Chris.
Hoy.
He's a cyclist.
Also not well.
No.
He's
He's definitely
Chris
not.
Pratt.
No,
I think it is.
it's not.
I
It's
think it-
Chris.
Rock.
No.
Is that funny?
Chris.
No,
Chris.
Captain I think it's Chris Pratt.
It's not Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is Andy in Parks and Rec.
Okay, well I'm going to find it.
Chris.
Hoy.
No.
Chris Evans.
Evans.
I don't know who that is. I've never
He
seen him in my
is
life.
Beautiful.
Also, sexy.
Sexy.
So who was Iron Man then?
Robert.
Downey
Robert
Jr.
Downey Jr. Potentially.
Not De Niro.
No.
Batman? Who was Batman?
I'm-
Spider-Man is Tom Holland.
I'm
Also
Batman.
sexy. I don't know any of the others. Scarlett Johansson. Also sexy. She's Catwoman or Wonder Woman. Is she Wonder Woman?
Ah!
She's one of the women.
No. She is the. She's a Black Widow.
Who's that?
I made that up.
That's a big spider, isn't it? Yes, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Quite right. So who's Wonder Woman then?
I don't think there is.
Have they
one.
made a Wonder Woman? Who's Catwoman?
I don't think there is a Catwoman.
There is no Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. That's Niall's celebrity crush.
Really?
She's quite wide-faced. I take offence to that. Like she's much prettier than I, but also like a massive head. She's got.
She does have a big head.
But she's very beautiful.
But we
so
have big heads.
now is time. What can I say? Okay, I don't really understand the question. I'm going to say fiction.
Chris Evans.
No,
What?
that wasn't the question.
What was
the Marvel
the question?
Cinematic Universe, or MCU, started with Iron Man in 2008, but Spider-Man was the first superhero.
Fiction.
I'm going to say fiction because I think Superman came first.
Superb man.
He is a superb man. I think that's fiction. Fiction. Spider-Man was part of earlier movies, but Iron Man launched the MCU. So Iron Man came first. I would never start with Iron Man. Man of metals. You'd want to be Superman, wouldn't you? Be
I do.
King of man.
I like the Iron Man films though.
Never seen any of them. I don't care for them.
You should watch them.
Second to last, Beyonce was the first African American woman to headline Coachella. Have you heard everything about Beyonce?
I have, and I'm scared to say anything.
Perhaps we'll cut this. I love Beyonce. Do you believe that?
Fact.
African American woman, I believe.
Woman.
It's a woman. Maybe not African American man. Well,
That
that's
was
not the
the
question. I'm
question.
going to say fact. Yes, it is fact. Congratulations to me.
Well done, Beyonce.
We love Beyonce. Thank you to Beyonce. Finally, the Titanic movie was the highest grossing film of all time until Avatar surpassed... Sorry, I'm really struggling today to read. Film of all time until Avatar surpassed it in 2009.
I would probably say that's accurate.
I don't think Avatar's the... Is it the Grinch? Or is that the most highest grossing Christmas film of all
I don't
time?
think it's the Grinch.
I think it is the Grinch that's the highest grossing Christmas film.
But
though.
I don't think film.
Okay, I'm not sure then. I would say no.
I really don't like Avatar.
Oh, it's my favourite film.
No.
Don't care so much for the second one. It was way too long. We've been over this before, but I do love the first one.
No.
It's one of my comfort films because it's so long and lovely. Also, I love like worlds like that. I want to be in one.
No.
But I do love Titanic. I'd say no to this. I don't think it's either of those.
Fiction.
Fiction, Niall. It's fact. And that, I think, is where we're going to leave this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on Instagram up here. Follow us on TikTok down here. Click like and subscribe and ring the notification bell and give us 5-star if you were listening.
Why are you reclining like this?
I don't know. Give us 5-star if you are listening, but not if you're driving whilst listening, because that is unfact. It's unsafe. So give us a 5-star if you thought we were 5-star, and also visit our website at shehitmewithacactus.com to have your input featured on next week's show. Bye!
Bye.
Don't really understand what's going on.
Hard.
No, it is sensitive.
It's not my only problem.
Are you sure it's a bathroom?
He had chicken feet.